Alright, today is Tuesday, the 19th of April 2022, and we're going to try again to grab this Blues Recyclerview app. I'm starting from the beginning, and we're going to try to see if we can save this out to the Google Play Store. So again, we start with our Create App, and as I'm going to call it as I did before, and that is Blues Recyclerview JPS. Alright, it is English, it is an app, it is free, it does meet all those policies, I'm sure, and there aren't export laws. It totally doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to click Create App and get it started on the way here. Alright, so here.
I think scroll up, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, there we go.
Provide information about your app. I've got Mr. Wharton here giving me a hand. So, view tasks. All right, app access. It's all available without special. That's done. Ads, there are none. So that's done. The content rating. And again, much of this I think is a waste, but it is what it is, so I'm going to just put it in all other apps.
Well, then it's mid, the bottom right.
Yeah, is that? Thank you. All right, so that's the first three. Target audience. It says you must add a privacy policy if it's under 13. Technically, this is just fine. I don't think it would unintentionally appeal to children. So here's what you told us. Save. It is not a news app. It is not a COVID-related app. All right, data safety. I guess I've got to do this, so. Did the privacy policies, so save. All right, select a category. It's an app. I mean, again, you can put almost anything in here. They used to have a miscellaneous, and I just would put that in for everything. So I'm going to say education. All right, it might not be right, but that's what I'm going to use anyway. Your changes couldn't be saved. That means that there's more in here. There we go. I don't think this matters. You know, I've unchecked it before. I'll just leave it. They can do whatever they want to do with it. I can't imagine Google going out of their way to try to go and add advertising for that. But you never know, I suppose. All right, so again, Android app demonstrating the use of a Recyclerview. That's good enough. Some languages have errors. Okay, there's more stuff. Oh, okay, now we're into here. So, put this in. This is the 512 by 512. What I did was I just grabbed the stuff from yesterday. This is my 512 by 512 logo. All right. Then it asked for this, which was the feature graphic. Now, unfortunately, when I skewed it, because it was square, so it looks pretty ugly, but I don't care. So it's in there. The phone screenshots, I've got those already as well. So we've got this one, and then I could do them one at a time or whatever, it doesn't matter. This way I get them in the order I want them in. So there those are. To be eligible for promotion, yeah, I've got that. Again, you don't need to put in the 7-inch tablet screenshots. Some people do that. Same with the 10-inch. You do not have to. Save. Now is when you come down to here. Okay, so to view tasks. Select countries and regions. They've been added. And see that it's available everywhere, which is fine. I'm sure that somebody in Albania would be really interested in seeing the 2022 St. Louis Blues hockey players, but you never know, I suppose. So we've got that. Select testers. Did you do anything here?
I just did what you did with the...
Okay. I created an email list with just me in there, and I called it Just Me. Put that in and clicked on Save Changes. All right, now is when the fun starts. So create a new release. All right.
You can probably click it. We can open up the IDE.
Yeah, I do have it open. Or I did. There we go. I tried to remove everything from yesterday. I'm hoping I did. So, I mean, that .aab file may still be there. I don't know.
I don't like either way.
So, I want to go a build.
We go for generate signed bundle.
You don't have to select your build variant first?
I think you can select it within the signed bundle generator.
All right. So, generate signed bundle
Yeah.
right here. Okay. Did you choose the bundle?
Yeah. I just went with the default, whatever that was.
Right.
The bundle.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to change this because that's the one I had yesterday. And that actually is still out there, and I don't think it's going to want to use that again.
So I guess we'll click Create New. And then kind of choose a path that works for you. What I've seen online is good to make the alias upload for the first time.
Oops.
And then for people doing this for the first time, they're going to want to click that folder in the top right, because that would be blank usually.
Folder in the top right here.
Yeah. They want to select where it is, and then you want to enter a custom file name at the bottom.
Well, I'd already have something in there that's called Hockey App.
You can add
So I'm
Hockey App initial, as long as this is the first time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to call this Blues App. Just so it's in. Do you have to put the .jks on the end?
No, it adds it for you.
That's what I figured it would do, but because it's got it here. So, okay, and click OK. All right, so it's got all this. Just do next. Did you export your encrypted key?
I did not.
All right, next. I do want it to be released.
Yeah.
So that's where you, like you said, should put it there, I guess. So finish. You are kidding me. Come on. Try 7.3 and see if it takes that. Oh, you are. Okay. Trying to figure out a way to do this without having, for whatever reason, it's broken my connection with me being in as administrator. So I've got to get out and get back in again. Does that mean I'm going to have to go through all this stuff all over again? Hopefully it's going to remember where I am.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, all right. Because I'm not getting out of the Google Play Store. I'm just getting out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like I said, I mean, in a way, it's funny, but it would be funnier if it was happening to somebody else. But it will not let me install this unless I install it as a supervisor. Oh, if that ever happens to you, I should have tried that first. If this ever happens to you and you get something like this, you go up and you do a file, and you tell it to invalidate the cache and restart. Why it does that, I have no idea, but when you Google enough, I must have tried 30 things, and one guy said, this is going to sound weird, but it works for me, and I tried it. It worked. Okay. This should be right at 7.4, even though I'm probably going to get that same error, but it'll say for 7.4. So usually when it happens, I do a build. It doesn't want to let me do that because of probably where I am, and oh, it's going back. Okay. But if I do a build and clean it and do another build and a rebuild, sometimes it fixes it. This is, believe me, when I'm grading all of your guys' stuff, that's why sometimes I'll spend one day just grading one person's stuff, because this keeps happening and happening and happening. First couple times it happened, I was, let's just say I wasn't pleased. But I'm just kind of used to it now.
Does this happen at home as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not typically done it 2 or 3 times in a row like this, though. Usually after I do it once or twice, but I was grading somebody's last week, and I must have done this, I bet you, 15 times. I Googled it, and people said it's a known error. And one guy said, well, then you just got to work as administrator. You're missing the point. I understand that, but that's not helping me any. And remember, Jeff, all this is being taped, so. Boy, oh boy. No matter what I'm putting in there now, it's not finding it. This has not happened this many times before. The good news is this. I'm seriously though. I'd rather have it happen to me every time than happen to one of you. So. And I just read one where the guy says, hey, I was able to solve this issue by just going to project structure project. This is an example here, which of course doesn't work. After this, Gradle re-downloaded. And yeah, it should, but it's not. This works for me. Let's see if this one is. Click on the link to download the Gradle zip. All right, I'm going to try this because I don't want to waste any more of your time, my time, anybody's time. So, let's see.
That looks like it downloaded on the browser.
Oh, it did? Okay. Alright, so it's a lot earlier version than I want to use, but that's okay. Then go to your user's username, Gradle native, and drop the contents of the zip in there. Okay. Contents of the zip. Okay, that's in there. Build execution, deployment, Gradle. Okay, that's not a big help then, is it? Change use Gradle from to specified location and paste that in.
Can you search for use Gradle from in that search bar?
I'm going to just search for Gradle, period. Oh, build tools Gradle. Okay, there's an idea. Good one. Change use Gradle from. Paste in what we just had. Okay. Technically, if I do this, that should work. It looked like it was using an outdated version of the JDK. I don't know why it would do that, but it looked like it was doing that. If I ever told you, when I was working at Bell Laboratories, I had a situation like this. Stuff just wasn't working. They had given me a brand new terminal. It was called a BLIT, a Bell Labs Intelligent Terminal. So it looks like if you would tip this outside and I punched it and with my wedding ring and I put a crack right in the monitor. My boss just walked by and was, tough day? No, give me a break. Well, I'm going to do this first. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to do a file. I'm going to at least get the right one in here. So I'm going to go to project structure. And I'm going to change this to 7.4. It's still not going to work, but at least it'll give me the path for the right one. So. There that is. There that is. Okay, so that's there. Well, I tried. Oops, that's not it. Alright, so I'm going to do this again. So drop that in, open Android Studio. And go to File Settings Build like we just did.
And can you expand the native folder? And then there's the one inside of it for the what
You're supposed to be. But when I go there, it is here. There it is.
Oh, you might need to export it in from a zip to a folder.
What, just extracted now?
Yeah.
Because it said download the zipped one here. That's what it said earlier. So. Java does a lot of stuff with jar files, which are Java archive files, which are zipped. Let's see if it shows it now. Oh, it did. You were right.
Can we open up the structure again real quick? Just to make sure, because I know it says to click apply, so I don't know if that matters too much or not. Or if hitting OK is to do it.
Let's see. Well, I gotta go back then. I don't mind, that's fine. Wrong one. Here. Nope. Here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it did it, so.
Yeah, that, I think that one should be, yeah, either one.
Why keep doing that? I clicked too early.
Well, let's try to go back to the structure. Here's if we export it, if we set it to one folder higher. So instead of Gradle 7.4, go to Gradle 7.4 bin.
Like that?
Yeah.
Just leave it there. I wouldn't even mind this too if I did it once and then it was set.
Yeah.
But like I said, having to keep resetting, this has never been this bad before. I've had problems with this over the years, but nothing like this. Oh, it's doing something. I don't know. I clicked apply. I can click OK, but it still says it's building symbols.
Yeah.
So I'd rather wait till it stops before I do anything.
Yeah.
So for anybody foolish enough to be watching this, just so you know, this is something that's unique to the machine that I'm using. You shouldn't have to go through any of this stuff. Earlier when I did that, I changed, there was no JDK set. So I set it to the latest one. That's the one that I had. But now that's ever since then, that's when it's been saying it's building this stuff. And I don't know if it's just going to spin. Or I should click OK. do you think? Does it pay to try to click OK?
I think
I mean,
hitting
it's-
OK should be fine, I think. Then we just see what, okay, looks like progress is happening. And, oh my god.
Again, I can go back. When I first did this,
Huh.
it is the right location,
Yeah.
unless they actually want the executable, which I wouldn't think they would, but I mean, I can go to here too. This is the bin, that's where the executable should be. Good gosh. And this should have nothing to do with being administrator, because as far as I know, I have not gotten out. So even though I'm stopping and I'm starting again, I'm still going in there as an administrator. Now, I'm gonna wait till that stops and tell it to sync again. Good God. I said this has not happened before. And there, looking in there, there was, I mean, I put the 7.2 in there, but I didn't unzip it. I can try that one. I don't know why that would make any difference. See, the default is this one. JDK 18, right there. Don't think that would matter, but I'll try that. All right, you thought it'd be here, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
No, one sec before you click that, can you try unchecking download external annotations?
Well, this is one time where occasionally I do have to go back in then and say, File, Invalidate Caches, Invalidate and Restart. But if it comes up and it's still an error, I don't even know anymore what to do. Like I said, I've taken 2 or 3 times when I've gone in here and I've just stripped this thing and redid it.
it possible that's being referenced in the Gradle files within Gradle scripts?
Anything's possible.
I guess one of the build.gradles.
I didn't see it in there.
Could it be in the project one?
Yeah, no, I'll check that one. I'm just saying I didn't see it in that one. Plugins.
Huh.
I mean, I can come in here and try to change this too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To still give me the same error. I said this is a new one. This is what I did from what that guy put in there. He said, this is what I did. He said to just go on just with the project and boom, it redid it. But then I did this. Sometimes you need to open or close Android Studio. I'll even try that. It's fine. You can never open and close it too many times, right? Totally get out and try to get back in again, so. Well, I wonder if I should change that back to what it was. It was 7.1.2. Oh, that's a good sign. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I should be able to go back. Now,
Oh my gosh.
now I'm not sure where exactly this is. Here. If I'm going to have to go back and redo all that or not, I don't know. So,
Most of it should be saved. I don't see it, which is weird.
yeah, it's not showing me anything here.
Can you refresh?
Here's an idea.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Review and roll out release.
Yeah.
Did you have to do both of these?
I think you can choose one of them. I'd say probably just go for the... Yeah, sure.
This one.
The first one's probably fine.
You have to edit the release.
Yeah, I believe.
Drop the bundle in there. Okay. Now this is the JKS file. This is the .aab file, correct?
Yeah, I don't know if we've fully generated that yet.
Well, that's what I'm going to check
yes.
right now. So. It does not look like it. It's got yesterday's date on the app release one, so. So I'm going to go back into here, not there, back into here. And what, this was a build, generate like this, keep that, go to next. I have to do another create new?
No. That one should still be good.
Next, finish.
Awesome.
That looks good.
Okay.
Now if I go back, I'll do it from here. That is today's, and that is the right time. So. Right. I'm not taking any chances. I don't want to click anything I shouldn't click or do whatever, so. That's the path. And that should be it. This is known as how to take a 45-minute video and turn it into an hour and 30-minute long video. Did yours spin for a while, or did yours come up? Okay.
I think it's like reading the keys on them.
And I do understand, as I said in class, that with security measures, that you got to do what you got to do. But, wow, there should be a way to automate this. That, you know, I'm not even saying a back door, but something. And if nothing else, there should be a video, not one that I do, but there should be a good video on this. Okay, that looks good then, right?
Yeah.
These details, there's nothing else I need to do here?
Unless you want to add some information about this build.
No.
Yeah.
So click here or go back to
And then click
dashboard.
Save in the bottom right. I guess review release. Remember, in the guy's video, he did not care about the warning at all, so I guess you don't have to either. So you should be able to start rollout, I believe. Now what happens here is it technically is in closed texting, but if you want to go into promote release, under releases, you have to go down a little bit, then to the right one, yeah. If you go there, you can send it to production instead, and then it'll go out to the store.
You have to review it again?
All you gotta do is like look at it and then hit start roll up.
And there you go. It's in review. All right, that's enough. Well, it was 45 minutes long.